you remember when we came up with a whole prequel series about Joe and Paulo? Where I have this idea that he worked at the Genovian Corps or something. Like he was one of the soldiers, you know?
Yeah. Secret service type thing.
Yeah. He had to like work his way up through like the Genovian mafia, but he was honorable about it. And then he got in with the wrong crowd. And then the princess was like, she was young. This is this prequel. So she was like young and hot.
And they would have like this forbidden love.
Yeah, like forbidden love. But
absolutely.
She was like, I need someone that I can trust. And he was like, I'll defend you at all costs. And then like 8 episodes later, they almost kiss, but then they decide not to. And the entire time, Paulo's just being a fuck up. It's basically Better Call Saul, but Princess Diaries Disney Plus prequel series. I want
Set it up, Disney.
You can call me Joe.
Joey?
No, Joe.
That little moment right there is the entirety of the prequel series. Paulo will be like, oh, Joey, I call you Joey. He's like, you call me Joey.
That's
I'll
fantastic.
break your fingers.
What do they have to do? Do they have to go like undercover at like a pageant because somebody's threatening to kill her and he has to protect her?
Oh. Hi, it's
And
nice
so
to meet
Joe has to
you.
kind of
You
get
know,
him
you
in and
look
he
like
has to
Chef.
pretend to be like his assistant.
Yes.
Paulo is like in charge, but like Joe is really in charge.
I'm
but
watching
he has
this
to
show
listen to
right
him.
now.
Yeah.
We have to come up with a name for it.
Oh no, Joe.
Spin into me. Spin into
People in this world are so dramatic. She bumped you. You were in the war.
You were in the war!
We've decided this.
We've already greenlit the series. Just call me Joe.
Call me Joe.
Call me Joe.
Maybe. Okay, we're getting there.
Princess Diaries presents Call Me Joe. The Joe Diaries. Joe, die with me, Joe.
Joe, die with me.
Oh, I'm ready for this episode.
You've been wearing black too long.
Jesus, the sexual tension in this scene.
And the series would end with him saving the guy that she's betrothed to because he knows that her duty is so important to her.
It ends at the marriage and him just like standing guard and just a slow zoom on his face. God damn it, I want to watch this show now.
Send in Paolo.
Come on, Paolo.
My assistant, Gretchen and Helga.
And he would always have a new girl.
We won't waste time. Let the work begin.
Maybe Paulo thought he could get in with the girl.
Granddaughter Amelia.
Hold on, I believe. She is a gorgeous.
Is gorgeous.
Oh my gosh.
So Paulo, he was like a street urchin, like a street con man, and he thought he could con his way into the royal family and con his way into her heart. And of course, Joe would be like, yeah, I'll help you, not realizing that Joe's gonna fall for her. And so then the tension, but maybe Paulo's also gay. Maybe he's bi, who knows? There's so many possibilities. Disney won't greenlight it because they don't like gay people, but you know.
Paulo's gay. Actually, you know what? Paulo's not gay, but he has to play very into the gay stereotype so that he can ingratiate himself.
And then just like in Better Call Saul, Paulo's not his original name.
No, not at all.
He's working his way into the upper echelon.
Yeah. This is the dressmaker from Bridgerton.
Yes.
Who pretended to be French and fancy.
Oh my god, I want to watch this show! Make it happen, Disney Plus!
Why don't we go and have a wonderful cup of tea?
He's like, but don't you remember, in episode 8 of season 1, you and I almost kissed.
Yeah, I think she shows interest in Paulo just to kind of rebel against the system
a little
bit.
She doesn't actually like him.
And then when he kind of goes in for a kiss, she's like, whoa.
No.
And he's always been salty about it.
Even though he's gay.
I think his sexuality will be very ambiguous.
Oh, yeah.
Like, intentionally
Especially if it's Disney Plus producing it.
But, like, he'll be comedically ambiguous. Like, even the writers don't know.
Maybe he was a streetcar racer, too. I don't know.
He was doing
He did everything. It was a prequel. You know how they have to sex you up in the prequel.
Everything.
Joe.
Eleanor Roosevelt said that.
Come on, Joe. Give us
Another
hug.
special lady like yourself.
Joe! How heartwarming. Where's your prequel series?
I want to see his whole wholesome storyline.
Oh, it was Paulo.
There you go.
Ooh, that
Your mother's on her
that
But that's just
so
adds
so-
texture.
Oh!
That's texture to our prequel.
Paulo hates money. He spits on money. There was no money.
Well, there was a little.
Some money after all. Like
That's definitely going to come back.
Oh my god.
Point is,
This is literally Saul Goodman and Mike Ehrmantraut from Better Call Saul.
What is that for those of us who have never seen that?
the Breaking Bad prequels?
I think his cover to get close to the royal family is going to be a hairdresser, but then he's going to find out that it's like his absolute ultimate passion. And he's going to get like way too into it, but he's not actually good at it, which is why he keeps 2 girls around. Because they actually do everything.
He plays basketball too? Is that in the prequel?
I think all of this has to go in.
And also, he doesn't wear that outfit until like the second to last episode.
Yeah.
That's how you have to do prequels. You gotta earn your way. Like
You
every
gotta earn
piece
your
of
way to your
clothing
character.
has like a whole story behind it. No one just puts clothes on anymore.
This outfit, all black with a leather jacket, he worked up to that.
The glasses, his friend died on the battlefield and he stole them from him.
Shall we practice entering like a princess?
Okay.
And this is definitely like a reprise of his role with Queen Clarice when she was younger and about to take power. And she's
Yep.
like, I don't think I can be a queen. And
But
was
he
like,
didn't
"Your
have the
mom
knowledge."
thinks you're ready. Yeah. He was just kind of blindly encouraging and
Yeah,
didn't really
like,
know.
I have to be
And
there
now
for
that
you.
he's seen it, he like is like, trust me, I've
Why
seen
do I
this
want
all
to watch
before.
this show more than I want
It's
to watch?
so cute.
Have you ever experienced that instant headache when you eat ice too quickly?
No.
He's in the prequel too, but he's the exact same age.
And he's just in like every other episode, just like,
In the second season, he's in charge of taking care of the son as the son's starting to get a little bit older.
oh gosh. And then
Son-
we get to meet Mia and we realize he was there when she was born and he was the first person charged to guard her. And then like they were all devastated when they had to give her up.
I'm
Season 2.
crying. I am holding back tears at an imaginary TV show spin-off prequel that somehow has touched me so.
Call me Joe.
It's beautiful. I love it.
Wow, we got to cry.
Did my father always want to be a prince?
Once, about 15 years ago, he seriously considered renouncing his title because he met a lovely artist who showed him
Season
wonderful
2.
things about how life could be.
She charges Joe to have to hunt him down, like bring him
And
back.
to get, yeah.
But he's like, I won't stand in the way of true love.
Yep.
Because Joe doesn't. But he's not all good. Like, he has to have, like, some moral dilemma.
Well, his dilemma is that he wants to sleep with the queen.
Ultimately, he gives up, again, the true love for his queen for someone else's true love.
For someone else's game.
Oh, man, guys.
This show writes itself.
What's
really.
Paulo doing through all this? He's just there.
Paolo wants Philippe to run away for some reason. So now he's trying to get in close with Philippe to get him to run off with the girl.
Oh, my God. But
That's
why,
what
though?
That's what he's doing, and he's not letting Joe know. They have that like alliance where it's like we want the same thing but for different reasons.
Yeah.
But he hasn't
like
told
it.
Joe his reasons.
City, no country can function peacefully if its officers and its transportation engineers don't follow the
This was a
letter
moment
of
that
the law.
happened in one of the first
Why, I
seasons.
would-
She got in
Oh.
trouble, and then Joe or Paulo, because Paulo is
Paulo's
the con man.
finesser, yeah.
And he was like, no, of course not. She would never mean to do this. She's the queen. And
Nah.
she learned that and picked up those tools from him. My God, this stuff writes itself.
The parallels.
Order of the
Rose.
Genovian Order of the Rose.
Yep, she learned that grifting from Paulo.
You know, I'm saying as a grandmother, you might have been too harsh on your granddaughter.
Oh, Joe, ever since season 1, episode 2, we've always shared a connection.
It's a present for your 16th birthday from your father.
Joe bought that for his father.
My birthday's not for 2 weeks.
I know.
I write soaps, soap opera.
Yeah, that's why he got an Emmy.
I wrote a character just like you once. He was a spy.
I'm not a spy.
That's what the character said.
That's what the character said.
He was a spy.
He was a
He was
spy.
a spy. You know, more or less. He did shady things.
Oh, yeah.
He grew up on the wrong side of the tracks.
I am sorry.
It's fine. You're
Oh,
just
my dear.
destroying my country and my livelihood.
You are
All gonna die.
first and foremost my granddaughter.
But I will never speak to you again
Ever.
after this.
Hit me up on LinkedIn. I'll ignore it.
Because she had never talked to her before this, right?
Nope. And that'll be something they'll discuss in the prequel. Yeah, she's not the greatest of characters. You
No.
know, she's a little
She has her little bit of her entitlements. She tends to be a little bit judgmental and pretentious.
That's why maybe her and Joe never worked out because
Yeah.
she wasn't willing to fall in love with someone who was beneath her.
Yeah, he broke down her walls, but it was a little bit too late when she realized
Too
that's
little, too
something
late.
yeah.
She comes back for him, and he's like, "No."
You have a duty, and I know that's important to you. I must say goodbye. But we gotta get one kiss. They gotta
Oh, they'll
kiss. One
kiss.
good kiss.
I loved your mother very much and still think of her often.
But Joe told me I had a duty.
Find out more in season 3 of Princess Diaries presents
Call me Joe.
Disney Plus presents From the Book of Princess The Diary of the Princess, Book 1. Call Me Joe.
Oh my goodness.
Season 3.
Oh my gosh.
It never comes down on Willie Brown.
Who the fuck is Willie Brown?
That's a great question. I always assumed he was just one of those like people that everybody knew, but I wasn't old enough to know.
Willie, you dumb idiot. It's raining right now.
But it didn't come down on him.
He's a recurring character too.
You wouldn't happen to be running away, would you?
Just like this? No, I'm going to a ball.
Good.
Oh, Joe.
Joe's like the father.
3 generations he's been there.
Joe doesn't care. He's a man of the people. Maybe that's what they fought over. There was like a union strike or something with like the people, and she stood on one side and he was like, I will always stand with the people in Genovia.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, no, but they challenge our families.
He's like, they give your family the power.
I've chosen my side. Now you must choose yours. And then, of course, she eventually would come around, but at that point...
But she would go marry the guy.
Yeah, exactly.
For the duty.
But that's
and then
why he's
she would
working
come
with
back
her
and
now.
realize, like, I'm sorry I messed up. Oh, but he also saved his life, too.
Yep.
How did you know I'd even be here?
Because I recognize the same spirit in you as someone else I know.
It was her. It was her, and it was season 1 of the Disney Plus presents the Book of Princess Diaries.
Disney Plus presents a Princess Diaries story.
Call Me Joe. All right, Joe, come on, do it. We've been waiting for that payoff since season 1. Lord knows I want that prequel series. If you have better titles, the main character is Joe, side characters are Paolo and the Queen, and then whoever else we can squeeze in.
Whoever else we can pull from the first and second book.
And stay tuned for our official announcement with the involvement of Disney Plus presents the
Princess Diaries story. Call Me Joe.
The diary before the book, before the diary. Call Me Joe. Disney Plus presents Before the Diary, Call Me Joe.
It's still the Princess Diaries because she's a princess. It's when the queen is a princess. So it's she's telling Joe's story.
Oh. Before the Diaries.